Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Princess Cruise Lines shut down for 60 days. Other cruise lines have shut down for 30 days. That's not good enough for the Canadian government. They are now banning most cruise ships in the world from landing in their ports all the way up till July. So while we do have some cruise ships that stop by in our eastern ports in Canada, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, by far the biggest impact is going to be on Vancouver and Victoria, the Alaskan Cruises. It all starts up basically at the beginning, middle of April, runs all the way till the middle of October sometimes. So that's the only season for Alaska. And the Canadian government has just announced, Marc Garneau, our Minister of Transportation, just announced that no cruise ships over the capacity of 500 will be allowed at Canadian ports. And that includes the crew. So basically we're talking very, very small ships now. So forget about Norwegian's The Blizz or Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas. Forget about the Royal Princess and the Regal Princess. Those ships are just too large, will not qualify, and will not be able to sail until July. So that will delay the start of the Alaskan season. Not only that, but it also affects all the cruise ships sailing from the United States, from Seattle, Los Angeles. It affects those cruise ships as well. And people are saying, well, yeah, we might miss the port, like we might miss Vancouver, we might miss, stopping in Victoria, but we can still go up to Ketchikan and up to Sitka and all those places. And well, no, you can't. Because all the cruise ships in the world, except one, registered in Hawaii for United States for Hawaii, the Pride of America, every other cruise ship is registered in a foreign port. And by law, any cruise sailing from an American port has to have at least one foreign port in its sailing if it's a foreign ship. It can't stay in the United States. It can't stay in one zone. That's why you always see cruises on the west coast head up to Canada or head down to Mexico. Cruises on the east coast will stop in Canada, up in Nova Scotia before, and do the coast of Boston and Baltimore and all that. So it's by law they can't do it. Now they can get a waiver by the government and the officials to suspend that, but chances are that might not happen with the way the cruise line industry is right now in such a turmoil. And besides, they're already shutting down for 30 days to begin with. So what does that mean for Alaska? That means it's either going to be, well, it's definitely postponed. Definitely a lot of cruise ships are postponed. And definitely affects my group cruise that I had with everybody from the channel going to Alaska in June 13th of this year on the Royal Princess. Now, a lot of people have obviously canceled with what's going on, but a lot of people have paid or are waiting to make their final payment. And here's my suggestion: if you haven't made your final payment yet, hang on to it. Wait to see what happens. We still have a month to do it, and we can get your money back. It's still refundable because they've extended the deadline. Also, if you have paid your cruise, it's still refundable up until the 13th of April next month. Anyway, I would wait to cancel it completely if they are canceling our cruise, because when Princess announced their 60-day deadline that they're shutting down for 60 days, they gave away some very good options to people, including some options like 100% of your money back and 100% future cruise credit. So why not wait? There's no risk to our money. I have my cruise paid off. It's sitting there, and I won't cancel mine until I hear what these perks are going to be. So I'm going to keep an eye out for everybody for that. And I do wish that everybody out there, whether you're booked on my cruise or any other cruise going to Alaska, if you have your final payment in there and now it's going to be affected by this shutdown in Canada, give it a few days, find out what the cruise lines possibly could be offering you before you jump the gun and cancel your cruise, because it might be really, really worth your while to hang on and see what kind of perks or benefits they offer. If they give you, 100% future cruise credit and half your money back right now, some people might want to take them up on that. Princess at one point offered 225% future cruise credit. So a $5,000, cruise, you're getting $12,500 back worth of cruises on that. So you can sail 3 cruises sometimes for that price pretty easily. Especially if you're doing the Caribbean, you could probably get 5 or 6 out of it. So it could be really worthwhile to see what your perks are. So that's my suggestion. If you're any way involved in any of these cruises, give it a few seconds, give it a couple days. Your money's still protected. Find out what the perks are going to be that they may be offering you. If they're not offering you anything, then yep, we're going to cancel it. You're just going to get your money back, no issues. But the waiting game sometimes pays in our favor. So, and this is one of those cases where it could pay to wait just at least till the end of this month, beginning of next month, and then see what happens. Because the cruise lines are just grappling with this right now. Princess just announced they were shutting down for 60 days, and then the government comes out 2 days later and says, oh, by the way, we're going to shut down Canada even longer than you're shutting down. So work it out. So that's what they're trying to do. And it's going to take some time. It's just going to take some time. And anyone trying to get a hold of the cruise lines right now, good luck. I was on hold today over 4.5 hours and got disconnected when it finally somebody picked up. It goes, hello, welcome. And I almost threw my phone off my balcony out the window. So if I look a little tired and a little wasted, that's one of the reasons. It's because there's so much going on and I'm trying to handle all these different people's bookings and everything, make sure that they get the best possible settlement out of what's coming and make sure no one loses anything as far as money is concerned. So that's where we stand right now. Canada shutting down till July, which really puts a hamper on Alaska this season. And there's going to be so much turmoil in the cruising industry for at least the next 3 or 4 months. And we just have to wait and see, play it by ear, and try and get the best deal for consumers, for ourselves, as we can. And my suggestion is, like I said, give it a few days, see what they're going to offer you before you panic and cancel your cruises. Well, I hope you appreciate this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.